Hello, my name is Josh Williams. I'm the garden manager of Paul Ciener Botanical Gardens. My name of my presentation is The Weight of the World on Third Grade Shoulders. I'm gonna start off with a little quote here. The most important commodity Kernersville ever did or ever will distribute is good citizens. Not only does this is from the Winston-Salem Chamber of Commerce from turn of the century. Not only does this quote still ring true today, but here at the garden, we are a major part of that reality. Here at the garden, we truly believe that what is the point of all this gardening, all this great horticultural outlets, if the next generation just takes a bulldozer and scrapes it off the face of the planet? This presentation is here to showcase one of our programs called the Third Grade Essentials Tour. It coincides here in North Carolina that in third grade, we start teaching plant science, life cycle of seed, plant biomes, adaptations, all those good things. We have about 1,000 students come through the garden every year, mainly third grade, but we do adapt to K through 12, whoever's in front of us. And every one of them gets a full sensory experience at the gardens. Here's the kitchen garden. The kitchen garden is our main tool for that. It allows kids to connect very easily with the world around them. They get to see where their food is grown and what you can do with just a little bit of work and a little bit of space. Here in the kitchen garden, we get to really engage with them full sensory. So seeing, touching, smelling, tasting. So there's always something growing in a vegetable garden, cool season, warm season. They get to eat and taste and smell herbs and veggies never heard or seen before. And while they're harvesting and touching, we really get to use this as an open conversation for sustainability, right growing practices, pesticides, fertilizers, beneficial insects, pollinators. So all these things kind of organically come up in conversation while we're doing this whole sensory experience for them. One of the bigger parts that the kids really love that really engages them is they get to sample whatever is growing on the garden. So whatever veggies I'm growing during the time season, they get to really eat and taste. It's really fun. And also we get to talk about medicinal and the nutritional benefits of those plants while we're doing it. One of the really cool things, so this is a very normal plate that we have for the kids. A cool thing while we're tasting and talking and all these cool things, we also get to start putting concepts of design into here. So here we have a lot of cool textures and colors that are playing off of each other, and we'll take these ideas and put them in other areas. Also, we're going to talk about varieties and cultivars at this point in time too. So they taste different, they look different, all those cool things. And then whatever the students do not eat, we give to other nonprofits. So we give to food pantries and to Salvation Armies, and this is also brought up to the children. We get to talk about needs in our community and how we can help them. Here's an organization called renterfit. It's out of the Children's Hospital here at Wake Forest. It's to teach obese families better eating habits, and we get talking about growing their own vegetables and the nutrient values of those vegetables. We are the host for the Science Festival usually here, so we get to expand this whole conversation into what we call the roots of our nutrition and expand it onto a bigger audience sometimes. While we're doing this, we invite other environmental groups to come out. So this is a group that makes trash to art, and they talk about recycling as they do it. So this is a really fun thing that we do. Talking about adaptations of plants. That's a big part of the third grade essentials tour. So here we get to show them around the garden and show them all kinds of different jungle and xeric plants. There's a fun game I like to play called fruit or flower. So the cotton down there in the right hand corner, that's always fun to guess, is it a fruit or a flower? Going over more adaptations here, us little kind of cool little like a life cycle of the seeds where we start them out at the very beginning, going over a presentation. And if any of the kids can't come to us to get this tour, we constantly go out and give this tour to other groups. So everything they would have in the garden setting, we bring it to them in their schools. It's a really, really fun time. Every kid gets a little seed kit that's coming. It used to be $3 a piece, but now we've got them a grant to where they are all free for every kid. At the very end of this, they could grow some peas or some beans or something. Other groups I really want to talk about that come out here that are engaging with the community are high school groups also. So these are vocational groups that come out and they learn life skills as they're creating for the garden. Tons of art groups come out here, also uses in performance groups, also uses as a venue. And when the kids leave, we really want them to not just think about horticulture as a pretty plants and flowers, but it's the world around them. It's the air they breathe. It's their future and past, and it's what really connects us and brings us together.